Milo's Moonlight Map. Milo stood in the middle of his room, clutching his stuffed rabbit, Barnaby. His suitcase sat on the rug like a giant toothy mouth waiting to be fed. Tomorrow was the night he would sleep at Grandma Alara's house, and his stomach felt like it was full of jumpy grasshoppers. "It's too quiet there," Milo whispered to Barnaby, "and the shadows in the hallway don't know my name." When the car pulled up to Grandma Alara's gate, Milo squeezed his dad's hand. Arlo knelt down so they were eye to eye. "I know it feels like a big adventure, Milo," Arlo said, handing him his favorite pillow. "But remember, Grandma's house is just another branch on our family tree. You're safe on every leaf." Milo tried to smile, but his feet felt like they were made of heavy stones. Grandma Alara opened the door, and the smell of cinnamon and old books drifted out to meet them. She gave Milo a squeeze that smelled like lavender. "I've been waiting for you, little explorer," she chirped. Milo looked up at the tall grandfather clock in the hall. It ticked much louder than the clock at home, counting down the minutes until the sun went away. At the kitchen table, the shadows began to grow long. Grandma Alara poured 2 glasses of milk and set out a plate of warm cookies. "The night is just a blanket the world puts on to rest," she said, noticing Milo looking nervously at the darkening window. Milo took a bite of a cookie. It tasted exactly like the ones at home, which made the grasshoppers in his tummy sit a little stiller. When it was time for bed, the guest room felt vast and strange. The curtains swayed like ghosts in the breeze, and the bed was much higher off the ground than Milo's. He sat on the edge of the mattress, tucked Barnaby under his arm, and listened to the house. Every creak of the floorboards sounded like a question he didn't know how to answer. Suddenly, a soft glow appeared in the doorway. Grandma Alara walked in, carrying a small wooden box and a lantern that cast dancing golden stars across the walls. "I have something for you," she said softly. "Something your dad used when he was a little boy and felt just as brave and just as nervous as you do right now." Milo opened the box. Inside wasn't a map made of paper, but a collection of glow charms, smooth, translucent stones that hummed with a soft light. There was also a tattered, blue ribbon. Milo ran his thumb over a stone. It felt warm, like a sun-baked pebble from the creek behind his own house. "This is the Moonlight Map," Grandma Alara explained, sitting beside him. "The stones show you the way to the kitchen, the bathroom, and my room. And this ribbon? One end stays under your pillow, and the other end stays under mine. It's a secret line that carries your thoughts to me all night long." Milo tied the ribbon to his bedpost, feeling a little spark of courage. Together, they decided to make the room even braver. They draped a heavy quilt over 2 chairs to create a, quote, "catcher of dreams" tent right on top of the bed. Grandma Alara helped Milo arrange the glow charms in a line leading toward the door. "Now the shadows know exactly who you are," she whispered. "They're just here to guard your sleep." Milo crawled into his new tent with Barnaby and his glow charms. The ticking clock now sounded like a steady heartbeat, and the room felt small and safe. He held the blue ribbon in his hand, closed his eyes, and realized that Grandma's house wasn't a strange place anymore. It was just home, with a different view of the stars.